So this part two, Organic People's Day. We just chiefing across the land, talking to different people. Um, Trying to educate on more of the culture. So we back, y'all. Back up in this motherfucker once again. Gorillas in this bitch. Gorillas in the mist. Gorillas on the mic about to throw a fucking fit. City Bread, what it do, what it do?
Peace. What's going on, Brother Rod?
Peace, Goddess. You coming in here with Big Mama colors on and shit, and I've been talking about Big Mama.
Listen, you know I gotta rep that Big Mama energy. As a matter of fact, last time we talked, I told you that I created this record of this lecture that you did online because I was up in here recording, and then I started recording you, and got the clearance, all of that for everybody. Like, yo. But anyway, I want to play this record for you. Can I play you a couple of records?
Hey, that's what we're here for. We here to, pass the culture. Music
All
is the
right.
culture.
So you was talking about the family banking system, and yeah, I was really touched. It was in divine alignment with what I was talking about on this topic. So y'all vibe out to this, and then I got this self-celebration song with that Big Mama energy. Y'all gonna have to vibe with me on. So I want to play this.
Let's
I
play
want to
this.
play this song for you so you can hear this brain banging on this record that you basically is me featuring you, but it's really you featuring me. Truly, you feel me?
I like the first way.
But here we go, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy this. This called War.
Babies at war, we can't let Uncle Sam come and kick down our door. Our babies at war, our babies at war. They killing each other and I can't take it no more. Our babies at war, our babies at war. And this a result of us being poor. Said our babies at war, our babies at war. And they killing each other and
who in the fuck is collecting the taxes? We don't collect taxes, right? We donate to our corporate jurisdiction based on the family bank's capability in order to maintain infrastructure, right? So it's going back to the family banks. We got to decentralize the money market. They blocking us out with central banks. We going back to family banks. All of the big mamas got to start finding the children in the family with entrepreneurial minds that know how to manage money and bring them together to form your family bank council. If you want to know about the family bank, I'm going to pull up this video so y'all can see what it looks like so y'all get the right one. But the family bank is going to be the way that we going to cut out all the central bank shit. Right? Because once we cut them motherfuckers out, now we control our own destiny and our own fate.
And it's a result of us being poor. Said our babies at war, our babies at war. And they killing each other and I ain't taking no more. Ain't taking no more.
So when everybody get their shit back, my family, I already know in my family who my mama assigned these jobs to, right? Like, I got another cousin, he got murdered. His name was Ned. He was supposed to be in charge of the family security, but he got murdered in Chicago in this gangbanging shit, right? But that's who was originally our chief of security for the family, right? Now that shit fall on me. I don't care. I will tell a motherfucker to shoot to kill, but that I can't get that order to let Hoover tell me we ain't brain banging no more. We done whoop their ass sufficient. Until I hear from Larry Hoover, I gotta keep brain banging to get y'all to call forth the chiefs from the land, because they have to give us a report, a status report, like the state of the state address. right? They're gonna give us what we would call in a state of the tribes address. What is the condition of the tribes on the land? Are we sufficiently organized? Do we have sufficient structure in place to run our own system of government? We can't overthrow the enemy using the tools the enemy gave us to overthrow him. That's counterproductive to his position as the enemy. If you don't understand that, then you really need to sit down and wait and watch. When you don't know what to do, you be still and watch. Then when it comes to you what to do, you do everything in your part to assist your family in reclaiming their birthright.
You feel me?
You got me over here blushing. I feel all hot and warm on the inside.
Look, I'm getting hot over here too. Y'all see me? I'm over here. Look. But so I was doing that hook and then you came on. So of course, every time you come on, I'm like, I got to tap in. And then you just start speaking. So I just started recording it like, yo, this is in direct alignment. And if we want these young people to hear these very powerful messages, we got to meet them where they are. And we understand that music is very powerful. It's a very powerful tool to teach. And that's what I use music to teach. And so I felt like it was very important to make sure that these young people get these messages for those of them who are not tapped in. We got to continue to make sure that we pushing in all directions. So that is my tribute to you. Just saying thank you for always just giving us these powerful seeds. You plant powerful seeds in many of us, and then you water them with all this beautiful information that you're getting from Big Mama, and it just charges us to play our position. So I just want to say thank you for real.
You know, be all blushy and shit.
You know, I'm gonna show love every time, Brother Rod. I'm gonna show love. But look, I got one more for y'all.
Send all the love. I want all that shit.
Yeah, you listen, you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for you know, just who you are. Like you said, you choose to be a chosen one, even in the midst of that running. I know what that's like as well. When you know, heavy is the head that wear the crown. So when you're doing that work and standing in love, not only for yourself, for your own personal bloodline, but for your community, and to extend that, like it's a very powerful thing. So again, I'm gonna keep pouring that love because I know it's essential. Like that bullshit is on the all-time high, and we let it exist from not just showing love to each other. That love that we have from within, show it to one another, because we truly don't know how it could transform, you know, ourselves and our young people, for real. So
Now,
look, I'm about.
She channeling Big Mama, y'all. So y'all may pay attention.
Listen, this one for you though, because you definitely inspired this. This not done, y'all. Even that last record I saw somebody say isn't on YouTube. This all in the studio, so y'all can see. You know, this just me creating. It's not out the studio yet, but it will be coming soon. But this record, personally, Brother Rod inspired, because he always talk about how we gonna Mardi Gras across the land. So I was like, what the music gonna sound like? Well, it's gonna sound a little bit something like this. Y'all gonna have to vibe with me on this one.
I'm gonna put some bars.
Breaking these spells with the words that I spell, a technique that I learned to deliver us from hell. Releasing my cells from the cells of the mental ass jail, from a story master taught us so well. Sun gazing like that I was amazing. The way that I was taught had my self-love tainted. Dug within, saw my own beauty. It had nothing to do with my looks, bitch booty. Return of the matriarch, Big Mama. Bitch, give me my land or you got problems. Self-aware cause my self-care. I was built for the mission, I ain't never scared. Life responds to the words of God. So what I think and what I spoke is what I got. In tune with the laws of my yacht. I'm not about to be what I'm not.
You gotta separate to elevate yourself. When you elevate, you celebrate yourself. When you celebrate, you appreciate yourself. With self-appreciation, you tap into the wealth. Hey, hey, tap into the wealth. Hey, hey, tap into the wealth. When you celebrate, you appreciate yourself. With self-appreciation, you tap into the wealth. Breaking this curse, so I'm choosing not to curse. Tap into these balls, now you metaverse. Every day, I got a clean slate to create. See my vision, then make whatever I want. All powers in my hand. A verse of Kunjam spraying on the land. Deep metaphysics, easily attracting. It's the vibe of the lyrics. I'm happy, I'm whole, I'm the cure. When everything got quiet, I'm present, I'm true. I reflect without respect, move without regrets. I'm not sorry if that makes you a sin. I separate me to elevate me. When I look in the mirror, who do I see? Me. I celebrate me. I'm living my life abundantly. You gotta separate to elevate yourself. When you elevate, you celebrate yourself. When you celebrate, you appreciate yourself. With self-appreciation, you tap into the wealth. Hey, hey, tap into the wealth. Hey, hey, tap into the wealth. When you celebrate, you appreciate yourself. With self-appreciation, you tap into the wealth. You gotta separate to elevate yourself. When you elevate, you celebrate yourself. When you celebrate, you appreciate yourself. With self-appreciation, you tap into the wealth. Hey, hey, tap into the wealth. Hey, hey, tap into the wealth. When you celebrate, you appreciate yourself. With self-appreciation, you tap into the wealth.
Yeah, that's that big mama energy. So you inspired that. All them bars, that's from all your lectures, your teachings, just really staying in alignment. If you listen to those lyrics, that's straight Brother Rod inspired. Tap into the wealth, period. Period. We brain banging. Brother Rod, brain banging is a whole movement. Watch what we about to do with it. It ain't no more hip hop, none of that. We brain bangers. It's a lot of us about to come off the porch with this brain bang music. That's what it's gonna be called. Brain bang music.
That's right. That's right. That's the new genre of hip hop.
That's the new genre of hip hop. It's the takeover. Brain bangers. You feel me? So all of us, we gotta align and raise this frequency, y'all. You feel me? And that's really all I came on here to do, Brother Rod. I didn't have no questions. I came on here to raise the frequency because, like you said, we reclaiming our land, and it's time for us to celebrate, have that celebratory energy, have that love energy on high, understand the access that we have to us to transform all this bullshit that we see out here, period. So that's where we at, brain bangers.
And I tell you what, if I was about to go out and do a fiery speech and I needed somebody to motivate me before I go out, I think I'd call you.
Come on, brother. Look, don't make me hop up. We ready. We ready, Brother Rod. We ready. Don't play. You already know. We ready. We fired up.
Yeah.
We gonna be ahead of people on fire. You feel me?
I'm feeling that shit. I'm feeling the energy. The people feeling it too. Look at the comments. There's been all fire emojis and shit.
Listen, we gotta raise this big mama energy. If we talking about the return of the matriarch, you got to understand the energy. You feel me? That gold, like you always tell us. And if we ain't tapping into the wealth, then you broke as fuck and you holding back the clan. And we, like you said, if you don't know what to do, fall back and let those who do know step forward so that you can catch this wave and play your part effectively. You feel me? And that's all I'm trying to do, Brother Rod. That's all I'm doing. Not trying to do. That's what we doing.
What city you say you was in?
Now, you know I'm from Oakland, Cali, but I'm out here in Austin, Texas. You feel me? Austin, Texas ain't never seen no shit like this.
Yeah, it's going the fuck down. Yeah. Look, you got to be pumped. You got the people watching pumped.
Listen, I'm pumped. We talking about Indigenous People Day. If people not pumped, then like you said, like that's where we at. These are the people that we trying to touch, you know?
This energy that's coming in is undeniable. They can say what they want to say. They can call me crazy, a damn fool, whatever they want to say. But you know what? I'm going to continue to be right, and I'm going to let them say what the fuck they want.
All the receipts be dropped, Brother Rod, like you said. And I see you connecting with all our brothers and sisters online and making sure you know, letting people know, like, yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. connecting the dots for us, and it's very important. And so, like you said, if people not seeing it and they not excited about where we are in this next wave, then it's like, yo, again, you still got work, you know. And in that big mama energy, if we continue to raise this frequency, show love, protect our children, have them excited about this next wave, then we can visualize something different. If everybody all down and depressed about this shit, we ain't transforming shit. You feel me? We gonna keep manifesting the same conditions. And like you said, that's not what Big Mama for. So people really need to understand the assignment. And that's where we at with it.
Yeah. So the assignment now is for you to tell the people where they can listen to your music at. What's your IG and your YouTube? Because they look
listen, so if y'all go on Queen Dealer, you know, y'all see me at the Real Queen Dealer. Y'all can follow me on here. Go to YouTube. All my music is streaming worldwide. I've been a brain banger this whole time. I actually got a song, a little mixtape joint that I did back in the day, and you confirmed it. It was like 12 years ago, and I did that Mr. Buster, and I said, Miss Shoot 'em Up, I bang from the brain. Lyrics so superb, dropping turns on you lames, hoping that the shit I let loose leave stains. You feel me? And so when I heard you say we brain bangers, I was like, damn, I said that phrase 12 years ago, not even knowing that this is what Big Mama was calling me to do, be a brain banger. And that's how I knew that that is the genre that we supposed to be pushing right now. This brain banging movement is essential to transform this low frequency that's coming through our youth. You feel me? To give them something to catch on to right now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's death, and we see it, you know, and we got to give them something else to counteract that, you know? And so we brain banging. That's where I'm at, and I'm fired up about it, period.
Yeah, you got me fired up over here. So your Instagram is what?
At the Real Queen Dealer. Y'all can find me on all platforms at Queen Dealer, on Apple Music, I mean, all of them, Amazon, YouTube. I got a bunch of videos, all consciousness coming through, Real Big Mama energy. So peace and love to all the tribe. I'm trying to collab with as many as my brothers and sisters on this brain banging movement, because that's what we doing. We got to raise this frequency like right now, period. So I love y'all, and I love you, Brother Rod. I'm grateful.
Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate you. I love your music. We gonna get some more of that shit. It's a whole bunch of sisters waiting to get in the booth with me, but that's 50 Sisters. It's a women's hip hop movement for brain banging.
Okay.
Talking about, right? So a lot of them we know a little bit about them because they emerging stars, but they right now doing their own thing in their own. But when we put the 50 Sister program together to get the message to the youth that we ain't doing that dumb shit no more.
Nah.
Yeah. So
we ain't doing that.
Coming.
So yeah, and I'm right there with you. So anytime, Brother Rod, you already know. That's why I had to let you hear this war. And, you know, we going to get you out here, though. we going to definitely talk offline because I got something that, anyway, we'll talk about it. But much love, peace, and blessings to all y'all. Yeah, y'all just stay connected, and we going to keep raising the frequency.
All right. Thank you, sweetie.
Oh, no problem. Peace.
Peace. Got me pumped. Hey, the sister Paige Flowers, I pinned her comment down here. She got one too that's cracked. Got me. She had me blushing the same way listening to that shit. Matter of fact, where you at, Paige? Come on over here because we ain't talked in a minute. Where you at? Send me a request. I need to see you up here. Could I send you one? This is my girl talking about somebody going at the Moors' head. She was going at their head, putting their ass on blast for that dirty ass shit they was doing. Then she dropped this track. I almost caught the Holy Ghost. Where you at, Paige?
Hey, what's good, baby? What's going on, Rod?
What's going on, sweetie? How you doing?
I'm all right. It's a little dark where I'm at, but I'm okay. What's going on, man? This vibe, man.
Yeah,
I'm
we
feeling
doing
this vibe tonight.
Yeah, we laying the foundation for the celebration to come.
Yeah. Indigenous Day for sure. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Yeah, that it's so funny that she got on here and just was, you know, sharing her art. And it's so funny because I'm like, man, I feel that same way. Like when I was creating art, I was telling people I did an LSD trip, and I got so much of the download. And so when I was in the studio, I made this song. It was called Adrenochrome Highs. And it was a very sad song. And I said, you know what? I need something to pick me up. I need something to pick me up. So then I said, you know what? I need to make Indigenous love. And I freestyled it, the whole thing. I found the beat the same hour I got in the studio, and I just freestyled the whole thing. And I said, I gotta put that clip where Rod was arguing with that damn Moore. I gotta put that clip up there when they was like, when you said, I ain't got no problem with you, brother. I ain't got no problem with you. I'm just tired of going back and forth because I know who we are. I know where we belong. And we need to recognize that we was the ones wearing the feathers versus the fezzes, you know? And yeah, it just took off from there.
Yeah, you sent me that. I was over here like, I ain't no Page had skills up in this
Yeah,
bitch. She
yeah.
got
Yeah, man. You know, we sing, we rap, we produce, we do everything, you know what I'm saying? But the industry itself has been very tainted. You know, I talked to you about that,
yeah.
and I've talked to
So
many others about
yeah.
that.
So the tainted industry is being literally overthrown in real time. You see
Right.
the somebody wanted me to talk about Kanye and his White Lives
Hell
Matter.
yeah.
This part
Hell
of the
yeah.
takeover of the music industry and the entertainment industry altogether. And right now, him and Puffy is in the Dragon Dance to expose the FBI and the Jewish Defense League and the CIA and the COINTELPRO operations. So they creating a compelling spectacle, but people can't read between the lines what's going over their head. But
Yeah.
that's what they doing. They exposing, using each other as like a punching bag, telling the real
Mm-hmm.
truth by using each other as the patsy.
Mm.
You
And
ain't
I
supposed,
remember you.
yeah. Some Indigo Pink said, "I don't trust Puff." You ain't supposed to trust that nigga. That was his job. If he was doing his job right, you would trust him. He doing his
Mm-hmm.
job right. That's why you don't trust him. He doing what he's supposed to do. He's controlled opposition. They use it against us. Why we can't use it against them? That's all
Right.
I'm saying. They the ones said that shit was part of warfare, and everything is righteous by the code of war.
Right. And you was also saying like how they having a battle right now in the industry because they don't want to give the artists their masters.
Yeah, and a lot of
That was the
artists is
last
dumping.
lie.
A lot of artists is dumping their stakes in their catalog, and it looked like
Mm.
they gonna lose. Like remember when Lil Wayne dumped everything?
Mm-hmm.
He gonna get it all back with interest. That was the
Wow.
smartest shit he could have did because the when you close those industries, when they say who made this, because it's not going to the record company, it's going to the person who either the person who produced it or the person who was the artist performing on it. But it's not going to the record
Mm-hmm.
company.
Yeah.
Fuck them record companies.
Yeah. Straight up. And I was listening to Kanye interview today with what's his name, Tucker Carlson on
Mm-hmm.
Fox.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, explaining why he did White Lives Matter. If to everybody on the call that follows your message and things like that, I'm sure they know what Kanye was talking about when he said White Lives Matter, because him and Candace know, just like Donald Trump know, that black is civilly dead. You know, and so Kanye was like, "I'm just stating the obvious. White Lives Matter. They do, don't they?
Well,
Right. So why y'all complaining?"
remember what I said 1,000 times, the white man ain't even white.
Right.
You know, they
Right.
look like us, but they ain't us.
Right.
When you look under free
Right.
white person in law, it tell you right there they Moors.
Mm-hmm.
And then they label the lands that they came from: Portugal, Spain, London, England. The
Mm-hmm.
white nobility, or the status of white in law is a free person. A free white person is the term, the legal term. It's
Yeah.
also indicative of the chessboard. Moors love to play chess. So since they love to play chess so much, the conjure game they challenge is fifth dimensional chess. But everybody had to go in with amnesia and see who could figure it out first. And they fucked up so bad they couldn't even unravel their own shit. Or they wouldn't have let y'all conjure me up.
Period. Yeah, it's all crazy. It's like I don't know if you did you listen to that interview with Brother Rich and brother Karimio Ahawa, I think that's his name.
I think I seen some of it. I don't think I seen all of it though.
Okay, he's another brother that people have been talking about. And Brother Rich was telling him that, you know, Rod Hayes said the same shit. He said the same shit. He said the same thing. They got my channel suspended on YouTube. And Karimio just pretty much was giving him the knowledge that, you know, the white man ain't white. And the people that been doing this shit to us have looked just like us. You know what I'm saying? And I had to go and look at his page. I said, man, this man been having receipts for years. You know, just like you. He's been having receipts for years talking about this shit. And, you know, he's been connecting a lot of dots too. You know, you have a lot of metaphysical knowledge. And I don't think he don't have, you know, that also, I would say, plug holes in the questions that we have. Like, damn, I always want to know what this is. I always want to know what this is. And so you know, have been able to like weave everything together. So I definitely appreciate that. But yeah, everybody talking about Kanye. I'm like, man, that shit is a joke. Kanye know exactly what he doing. He even said on the interview he got handlers and shit. He was dismissing them. He know what time it is, you know. So
They
yeah,
be trying to tell Kanye what to do, and he'll tell him before he grab the microphone, okay, and then he gonna say what the fuck he gonna say because he Kanye.
right, right,
They be thinking they
right.
really got this. They be thinking he really go. Okay, I'm gonna listen this time. I ain't gonna say nothing about the Jews this time, and then he'll go out there and say, yeah, so those damn Jews. And they be back there pulling their hair out and shit. They was like, we can't control this motherfucker for shit. That's why he
Can't.
always, if you pay attention, he always is anti. They trying to stop people from controlling him. Is his number
Right.
one life grievance. You can't control me. I'm a whole God. How the fuck you gonna tell me what to do? Soon as you tell me what not to do, I'm not gonna do that. But it's got done anyway. What happened? Oh, I forgot.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it can't be managed. I'm incorrigible, motherfucker. You said I was a lost cause before I was ever born. Why you want to try to give me a cause now to find? And it ain't even my cause. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Remember,
So
it was 50 niggas. Curtis Jackson number 50. All the outlaws know
wow.
what I'm talking about right now. It was 50 niggas. Curtis Jackson number 50.
Wow. Wow. That's crazy. So Rod, this is something I want to know that I've been looking up more recently. Because I know that you've spoken with Taj and you all have had work together on lives together and talk. And so Taj and Lamont, they all are about still filing the paperwork, and I understand why. But you say forget it altogether. But the thing is, though, I'm most concerned about too is the kidnapping and the quo warranto, because that's important, because these niggas don't play fair. Excuse my
Mm-hmm.
French. They never have.
Yeah, they broke
You
every one
know,
of the rules. We followed them, they broke them, and we still won. Stupid asses.
right. So my thing is, if you all are doing everything right, you telling them, just giving them the rundown, just the nation I'm a part of, consular jurisdiction, blah, blah, blah. Or you just say you indigenous, right? You just give them the goddamn American Declaration for Indigenous Rights or United Nations, and you stand on your square. And you just give it to them. That don't prevent them niggas from kidnapping you still. And so
Right. So
with the
look, this is what the issue is with that right now. So that everybody
mm-hmm,
clear.
yeah,
Until we exercise our governmental powers to reclaim the land, they still in power.
yeah, yeah,
Right. So we had to go through a process to take them out of power called the redemption process. And
mm-hmm,
so in going through the process, somebody had to learn civics to know how to assert jurisdiction and override the de facto corporation. And once that's done, then they begin to close the de facto corporation and move to the continuity of government program. And that's
yeah,
where they start going through the Indigenous Rights Act and all of the things that we reclaim in jurisdiction of. All of that's taking place in real time in Raven Rock, Colorado. So once we close
yeah,
the Haitian Conjure up, which should be the end of, which should be next week sometime, soon as the third day of the bookmen adjourning the court on the Haitian Conjure and calling forth the Sweetwater for Oshun to return, soon as that happens, the shit gonna take off so fucking fast that motherfuckers gonna be like, what the fuck just happened?
mm-hmm, yeah. Well, I appreciate you answering that question because, you know, recently I had been kidnapped by the pigs. And so that didn't stop nobody. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
so
Because they don't respect any of our rights. They said that
they
in the
don't.
Dred Scott case.
They don't.
Right. So
Mhm.
jurisdiction challenges like Head said can be made orally. The challenge to the jurisdiction is there is a document. It's kind of I'm gonna tell you the name of it in a minute, but it gives the jurisdiction or it gives the power to prosecute from the executive branch.
Mm-hmm.
No, from the legislative branch to the executive branch. They never had that paper. So it's a statement of jurisdiction. So when you're challenging the jurisdiction, this is for the court case, but you still gonna encounter the motherfucking pigs on the street,
Right.
right?
Right.
So when you encounter them, until we in power, them motherfuckers still is in power,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yep.
most of them, Oshun Freeman studied the Haitian Revolution to tell you the whole thing, but they not gonna honor nothing. They on that gung ho ass. This is my job, buddy. I have to perform my job.
Yes. United
They
States
don't.
is the only country on the land.
Right.
They don't
So
care.
they don't have any understanding of the jurisdiction on the street level. When you get into
Mm-hmm.
court, I'm gonna show you where our first fuck up is at arraignment. Because at arraignment, they give you three options: plead guilty, plead not guilty, or stand mute. In which case, the court enters the plea of not guilty on your behalf. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's called the joinder of the party in the civil action when they bring the prosecutor and the defendant together. The prosecutor is, in fact, a foreign agent, as well as the defense attorney and the judge. They
Right.
all
All of them.
right, so they all foreign agents. At the
Mm-hmm.
arraignment is where you block the charges by asking to show certificate of jurisdiction in proper style and title. in order,
Absolutely.
and they can't do it because it doesn't exist.
Right. That's what Taj was saying. He made that video about 5 months ago. He said, don't even get into the subject matter, y'all. First thing you do before they get to acting crazy with you or whatever is you ask them for their delegation of authority order. Oh,
Yeah,
let me see your order. It's like a certificate hanging up. Do you have it hanging up? Are you a constitutional officer? And he said, call them by their name. Are you constitutional officer blah 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 Johnson? Are you constitutional officer administrative clerk Johnson? And if they skip around that question and trying to get to the subject and they keep avoiding your question, you can invoke your consular rights um, and hold them in default. It's a
right. Now,
default judgment.
and along with that, you have to understand that the jurisdictional issue, you supposed to have a chief, organic to the land chief, that the court's supposed to contact and give them notice according to the treaty. This is what Noble Drew Ali had set up. But the original setup of the Moorish Science Temple under Noble Drew Ali was tribal setup using corporate jurisdiction to show them that, okay, so it was set up like this. You run into it with the policy enforcer, right? The policy enforcer in turn kidnap you because he's operating off what they call wartime doctrine. In the wartime doctrine, you catch the hostiles, which is the enemy combatant, and you detain them until they are negotiated liberty by a chief or a barrister. The barristers was acting under a charter from King George III coming out of Savannah in 1863. And they moved to D.C. in order to, because they have used titles of nobility, they have to be stationed in a independent nation, which was D.C. was a city-state like the Vatican and like London. So this is what they was using, and all of the other bar associations is franchises or satellites. And so that's why they was able to artificially assert jurisdiction under the color of law. But when you take away the color of law is when you asking them to show you a certificate of jurisdiction and proper style and title.
Right. Oh, and he also said too, make sure you ask, when you ask for the delegation of authority order, you also have to ask the surety, make sure that the surety bond is attached to it as well. Because if they can't provide that shit, it's like treason. Because you operating without a bond on here.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I'm saying?
because that's what they doing. They operating without a bond.
Mm-hmm.
So they operating under what they call assumed jurisdiction. Barristers is only dealing with the paperwork and files of the royal family. So they only dealing with an internal matter among barristers. So they maintain subject matter jurisdiction at all times. What they don't have jurisdiction over is the organic people of the land when they know who they are. They become in a superior position to the legal fiction because they are the de jure person in a proper persona.
Right. 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 Yeah,
Yeah.
man, this stuff is important because I was like, man, okay, what should we do at this time? Because I'm like, both of y'all be teaching, again, stuff that is so vital for us to know at this time, but we in this
You gotta
really
keep in
interesting
mind,
period.
Todd's been teaching the same thing for 50 years, but he's been waiting
Yeah.
on the closer to close the contracts.
Right.
So
Right.
a lot of what he's teaching is not that it was wrong; it's expired now.
Right. Right. Exactly. And that's the thing. We in a period now where it's like it's phasing out. And so he even said that, like, where this time period, the stuff I'm teaching you is obsolete now because the systems now are collapsing. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to be on here teaching you the same thing. He said this is mental exercise for you to understand what the hell is going on and how they've been locking us up in this contract. But for
Yeah.
the most part, we're moving into a whole new earth at Midgard where this is not going to be the case. Ain't
Yeah.
going to be no paperwork. The people are going to get what's coming to them, what's owed to them after they've been robbed, you know. So, yeah. Y'all be speaking that real shit. I appreciate that. You know, the
Okay,
people
so
we
you see this question right here, Paige?
Sister Kelly, yeah, what's going on, Kelly? Okay, so Chief Page, she right. If one of us in that position of being kidnapped or being in the court setting, what do we do first? Declaration of authority or certificate of jurisdiction? So, I just listened to actually the Quote Warren told lecture that um
Todd.
that Taj put out, and I also just spoke to Brother Lamont Maurice L, which is the consul of Morocco Consular Court. And they were saying like it is best for you to be out if you get kidnapped and under duress or threat. If you get out, you make bond or whatever, you don't want to go back in there. Like if they say you have to appear in court, you don't want to go back in there. Because you're never supposed to be in there in the first place. They didn't honor when they pulled you over. So you're never supposed to really go back in there in the first place. You're supposed to be in a consular court. So if you do have to go in there, though, you do want to, before you get into the subject matter and before they start playing chess with you, first thing you do ask for is the delegation of authority order. You ask for that certificate and attach with the surety bond.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you get all up into the subject matter, again, anything you say or do can be used against you.
Ain't no can, it's will.
Yeah, will. So don't get all up into trying to tell them about the charges and all this. No, you have to establish if they have jurisdiction first. And how you establish if they have jurisdiction first is by asking them, do they have the delegation of authority order, period. And if he jump around the fence, he or she jump around the fence or whatever, hold them in default. They in default at that point.
Yeah. So if you
You can
go
dismiss
into a
the
court,
case.
if they drag you into the courtroom and they try to arraign you on something, and the judge asks you how you plead, the only answer is that you can't enter a plea, right? You have no
Mm-hmm.
standing in this court, and you have no remedy because the jurisdiction is defective. They have to then stop everything they're doing to establish proper jurisdiction. The
Yep.
only way they can establish proper jurisdiction is by presenting the statement of jurisdiction in proper style and title.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. So that's the main thing, because I feel like y'all, the kidnapping, although again the frequency is being raised, but I don't think that's gonna stop some of these devils from trying to kidnap more people.
Oh, because they believe that they the fucking law and what they say is binding because they are the personified law walking around in a uniform.
Yep.
They
Yep.
got a term for it. It's called contempt of cop. Y'all need to look that up. Contempt of cop. That's the psychological development that these police go through. They become, in their minds, the law book start walking around as a person. And anybody who thinks they're above the law is really about to get fucked up by the motherfucking policy enforcer.
Mm-hmm. Contempt of cop.
Yep.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, man, that was a question that I definitely had, Rod. I was like, man, I wondered like what should we do on that, with that, but you answered that definitely, and Taj did too. All of it makes sense. So give thanks and gratitude. They said, what about civil suits if they try to summon you into their punk ass court for past due bills.
Mm-hmm.
Does the same apply?
I'm not answering shit from their courts because they don't have no jurisdiction. But it don't
Yeah.
mean that they won't put a lien on your social security number to garnish wages or nothing like that. Because they tried to do that shit to me. But they kissed my ass because they ain't smarter than me. But a lot of the stuff, a lot of the individuals can't do because they don't have the sufficient knowledge for follow-up dissertation back and forth with the judiciary, right? So that puts you in a state where you have to have your chief, who is the law lawyer of the land, right? So you got tribal courts that's been around and they still here, and the chiefs is the one who represent the clients.
Yeah. Yeah. And those chiefs, would they be considered consuls?
The chief
No,
is
just chiefs.
the chief is the chief can sit on the judge seat. In the tribal
Okay.
court, the judge is a chief, male or female.
Okay.
The judge position is the chief. When the people come in, what they use as the grand jury, they got that from us. That's not in Europe. The grand jury was elders in the community where you go and you presented your complaint, and they would examine it to see if you've done anything that's in fact punishable by tribal standards. A lot of this shit that's punishable in Western law is not punishable by tribal standards.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Paige,
Wow.
thank you for coming to talk to me, sweetie. I ain't heard from you
Hey,
in a minute.
hey, as always, thank you so much, Ryan, for all you do. And we definitely gonna talk soon, for sure.
Okay. Yeah,
Take
because
care, Chief.
we finna see this shit fall.
Oh yeah, it did. Peace and love.
Peace, goddess. Take one more caller. Peace, God.
Peace to you, peace to you, peace to you, Big Rod.
What it do, what it do? Tell the people where you calling from so they in the loop.
You know I'm Raphael. I'm calling from Chicago.
That's right. City of Win in this bitch.
You already know. So I've been lately, the universe has been sending me like my numbers. You know, I'm a 9 life path, so it's been sending me 999, and everybody I run into been a 9 life path. So I had started doing a lot of looking into myself before I can try to, guide somebody else, because they asked me for guidance. And then I looked it up, and it was like the Archangel Raphael, which my name is Raphael. He celebrated on the 29th of September. My birthday on the 30th of September. So I'm trying to see the significance in that, and what you think about it, because I feel like I know what it is, but I'm always looking for the clarity, especially from somebody like yourself.
So what did it tell you Dane Raphael mean?
It said the healer, natural humanitarian.
That's
First of
not the
all,
meaning of the name. That's the function of the position.
right. So I don't really know what the meaning of the name is. I just know the function of the position.
Right. So what you're doing is study leap year. Understand why we got a leap year.
Okay.
So it's you playing hand grenades with your birthday. Horseshoes and hand grenades. Almost is close enough.
Right.
Right. So when you just go look it up for yourself, see what leap year is there for, because it's to make up for lost days. Right.
Okay.
Then look at your birth year in relation to the closest leap year. You're gonna either be 1 year after or 1 year before if you align right with the Raphael birth energy or celebratory energy. You could calculate the day. If you in the middle 2 years between them, then you're gonna be either 2, 3, or 4 days off. The second day you either 2 days off, and the third day or the third year you're gonna be behind 2 years. So you get 2 years ahead or 2 years behind. And the days is significant because in the leap year you got 366 days. Right. So when you look it up, follow what you feel because it's gonna send you to more research.
Okay. And another thing, I had a dream, right? I was in a room. The room was like pitch black. It was like pitch black. Like I can't make this shit up. And I seen a black horse. It was just sitting there, and it was just looking at me. And then I woke up. I'm
The
like, what?
black horse is it measures. If you read in it carries the scales in his hand.
Right.
The black horse.
Right. And I'm a Libra, so I am the scale.
See, so the black horse comes at the end to give everybody their due portion of the proceeds that Big Mama got for us after we get done with the closing of the age. Right. So the reason it was still because it's not time to pay up yet. If it was time to pay up, it would have been on the march, either running to you or from you. Hopefully it'll be running to you because it's coming to bring you a whole bunch of wealth. Yeah. The black horse is very, that's us. Been riding 6 black horses, cleared my mind with a black and mild. Roaming through these ghetto streets, guess you could call me a ghetto child. Tomorrow's never a promise, so we live our lives today. Roaming through these ghetto streets, we sit and wait on the judgment day.
Look, you killed me with your
That's
song
that
too.
Wu Wei right there, boy.
Okay. I had one more thing to ask you. I heard you mention in the video. I've been trying to get you to talk about it, but like you always be like, look, I ain't gonna talk about none of that right now. I'm on a specific mission, and I respected it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say anything about it no more, but I did hear you mention cryptocurrency in a video. I think it was with Young Elder. And I had a little bit knowledge in it. I came to your inbox like, yo, if you want to do a video on crypto and, have people hedge against inflation, we can do it. But I was just trying to see your take on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I know what I know, but I was trying to see what you know because I really wanted to hear you talk about the situation.
When it comes to money, truthfully, I don't trust any other currencies. I don't trust them. So my first response is to tell people, if you got money in the bank, take it out and buy gold and silver coins. Because no matter what happens, that shit not going to lose value.
Right.
The dollar, the bottom going to fall out that bitch in seconds, and you're not going to be able to prepare if you're not already prepared.
Exactly.
But right now, I don't really trust any other currencies. So I can't really dialogue on it because my trust, it don't feel stable enough for me. None of the economies feel stable enough for me to tell people yay or nay.
Okay, and the buy the gold, because I mess with Glint on the gold. They send you a debit card for it, but I'm trying to see how do I get my physical gold and who can I go through that can bring me the real physical gold.
It's not hard to get physical gold, but you got to make sure that when you get it, it's a 99.9999.
Right.
Right. And that's how you know you got the right shit.
So if I got a 10 karat gold chain, what is
10 carats is mostly 10.
Right.
And so they melt the 10 in the gold and mix it together to stretch the gold.
Okay, big bro. All right, well, I'm about to do what you said do. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everything that you do for us. And yeah, I'm out of here.
All
Stay
right. Peace,
safe.
God.
Yeah.
Mm. Peace, God. I can't hear you. You don't got no sound coming through. You sure you ain't got your mic on mute? Look for the microphone icon. Try to turn your Bluetooth off. No sound. I'm going to drop you down. Try to come back in. Maybe you'll have sound. You got some good sound coming through. How you
Oh,
doing?
how you doing?
I'm good. Where y'all calling from?
We're in Florida,
Finish
down
line.
here. Yeah, we're in St. Cloud, Florida.
How you doing?
I didn't really, I did not know you had put the video on. I'm sitting here talking. It's so good to talk to you. I've been scared. My kids tell me I'm a punk for not getting on your live.
You should have put one of them on there.
Oh, they right here. They right here. Say hi.
How y'all
Hey, where y'all?
doing?
So how y'all doing?
Hey, you got the angel
They
squad
said good.
back there. Watching
Oops,
over
sorry.
mama.
Yeah, it's so crazy. My husband watches you every day.
Peace,
All
God.
right. What's happening?
Taking it easy. I love
Yeah,
to see the
we
family
have been.
together. That make my heart melt.
Oh yes, we stay together. I keep my nieces, my nephews always with us. Somebody always with us. But
Yeah, I
I
love
do.
that shit.
Oh yeah, we love family. Big on family. It's so
That's
crazy
how we
because
was
I say
raised.
I'm the black sheep, huh?
I said that's how we was raised. My mom used to have 50 kids in the back of her station wagon.
Right. That's right. Yep. Oh yeah, I grew up with family being at the house all the time. And then we moved to Florida, wasn't nobody here, so it was kind of hard, but yeah, I got my own family. But
Well,
I have a question. Well, I got a lot of questions, but I'm not gonna ask everything. But my
okay.
biggest thing right now is I came to the realization when I was digging into my family's history that I am the fourth of a fourth of a fourth.
Four, four,
And
four.
my son is now the fourth of
Mm-hmm.
me. Well, due to a miscarriage, which my mom had a miscarriage right before me, And that's, well, right before the middle child, she had a miscarriage, which made me the fourth. And I had a miscarriage, which made him the